All right, here are 5 things you know to get your day started. You can share your opinions today on several related Republican proposals that would change state law to align with President Trump's interpretation of Title IX. The bills would ban trans athletes from competing in women's and girls' sports and take gender identity out of the Maine Human Rights Act. Hearings are taking place throughout the day in the Judiciary Committee, and they will start at 9:30.
The city of Portland is now suing Maine's Department of Health and Human Services after the department adjusted a reimbursement rule that's going to cut funding to the city in half. City leaders estimate that the rule will cost them more than $4 million in reimbursements for their emergency shelter. DHHS claims the rule just reinforces a pre-existing policy. Portland Mayor Mark Dion, though, says that the department should have gone through the legislature to make the change. DHHS tells us it cannot comment on an active legal matter.
The York County Commission has voted to step in and save a nonprofit food pantry in Alfred. Last week, staff at York County Shelter Programs announced plans to close this Friday. Last night, commissioners voted unanimously to take over the food pantry portion. The status of the shelter, though, is still up in the air.
The state's Commission on Storm Recovery has released its final report. It recommends nearly 50 actions to build long-term resilience against future natural disasters. Some of the short-term recommendations include providing grants to communities to make improvements and improve emergency communications. Longer-term recommendations include recruiting more students into fields like engineering and community planning.
Celtics and Knicks playoff action from last night, Game 2. The Celtics blew a 20-point lead in Game 1. The Celtics blew a 20-point lead in Game 2. Celtics star Jason Tatum had his last-second shot blocked by New York, and history got made because the Knicks beat Boston 91-90. They're up 2-0 in the best-of-7 series, and New York is the first team in NBA playoff history to come back from 20 points down in back-to-back games. Yay. Game 3 happens at Madison Square Garden on Saturday afternoon.
Man. All right. And a reminder that our Feed Maine Day is off to a really good start thanks to so many of you who have donated today. If you haven't had a chance yet, you can donate on the Feed Maine section of newscentermaine.com or give our volunteers a call at the number at the bottom of your screen right there. Our phone lines are open until 8 o'clock tonight. I always hate to say that because we want you to not wait. Every dollar donated today will help the Good Shepherd Food Bank and the local pantries it works with all around Maine provide 2 meals for a Mainer in need.
All right, we've been talking about this for 2 hours now, so let's get the Ed McMahon tote board out here and see how you've been doing. If you're old enough to know the reference, you know what I'm talking about. We have raised more than $23,000 in the first 2 hours. So awesome. Thank you so much.
Good.
Yep,
My
good
jaw
stuff.
drops every single year when we announce how much we've made in the first 2 hours. You guys are amazing.
Especially when you know the power of the dollar that Good Shepherd Food Bank has.
Right.
So every literal dollar makes so much sense. So it's huge. Good stuff.
Random time for the Celtics game on
3:30 Saturday.
Like, who's going to be able to watch that?
Hopefully not me, because I'm so annoyed with them right
I
now.
mean, I don't even want to watch it, but it's just terrible timing.
Kind of like all the showers you've been bringing us.